Good morning, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. So if you're open to the idea of an unscripted, nitty-gritty, raw, dirty look into what it's like to be a day trader, how day trading can play out, then this will be a video for you. So market opens up here in about a minute. I'll be watching, and the market is now open. So we'll see how it begins. Let me change over to options because I'm watching Tesla right now, and I normally do Tesla options, but I'll go ahead and pause for the time being. All right, a crazy move here on NVIDIA. Put in an order to short at 190. If it wants to move up some more, the gap down and then the big move down. In fact, let's do this. I'm going to get a little more conservative on that entry point if it wants to come back up. But it's now coming back down. And then spot. I was looking at that pre-market. Let's see how this one's playing out. So 98, interesting area here on spot. Let me get that alerted to the private community. Although as of now, 98 is looking like it's not necessarily going to come into play. Maybe 150 potentially. Nope, I'm just going to drop right back down. Yep, so potentially 100 here might become an interesting level. What? Didn't mean to do that. So I wanted to edit that. Let's get back to spot. Oh, wow. Just continues to work its way upwards. What a bounce. Really across the board on a lot of these stocks. Okay, well, actually, I take that back. Netflix is looking... Yeah, 194.50. In at 194.50. Let's see if this thing wants to make a move down to 194 minimum. Well, it just bumped its head on 194. There's the break of it. So out there for a nice quick scalp, 257, and I'm watching Tesla off screen. Yeah, 908. In at 908. See if this thing wants to pull back some. Beautiful candle here that's taking shape. Not looking so hot right now. I got to get out. Okay, well, took a loss on that one. Wow, that thing's I'll take that setup all day long. Didn't work out there, but that has now put me red 200. That's disappointing. I feel like I need to stay with it, though. Let's go over to options. If that does come back down, Tesla 900. Okay, in there at 2175. I feel like this thing does want to come down here. And if it does, I should be paid very nicely here. Yes, this 908 mark is being very stubborn. But let's see if it wants to make a move down there. Well, let's first just get 910 out of the way. Getting a little ahead of myself. Let's see if 912 comes into play. If it doesn't, I'm going to have to cut it quick. Looking for a potential breakout there. But again, I want to see 912 come back into play, as this is a potential break, or fake breakout, I should say. But if this is a legit breakout, then that's going to be all she wrote. And I want to see 912. So picked up some more there. But let's see if this thing can finally start to come down. Let's see that break of 910. Well, first let's get down to 910. There we go. 911 was being very stubborn. It did get down. Oh, and now it's right back there. Let's see what it wants to do. Wow. It is strong. Okay, well, this one's either going to come back down or I'm going to have to cut it here. If it does come back down to 911, I will look to add once again. Yeah, that's a great looking candle in there. So let's see if we can finally get some sort of break down below this 911-ish area. But that's a great looking candle. There's 911. Can we get the break? There we go. Wow, 911, so strong. You got to think at this point, if 911 falls, and 910 especially, then we could be looking at a very interesting situation here. But it does not want to budge. Maybe going to give it another try. This is unbelievable. Wow. Okay, once again at 911, can it finally crack here? No, it cannot. Trying again. Trying again. There we go. Still have some left. All right, well, I'll take that. Back up to $230. Bummer. I was looking for that. I was ideally wanting to pull off some more down around VWAP on that break. I mean, you saw it just knocking. And when it broke, it did. I mean, it made a move, but I wanted to see a fast move, very fast. And with that, the lack of actually really bouncing, just feels like it could turn around. It may come back down, and that's fine. But I mean, I don't really need to explain the level twos. You saw it there. You saw how stubborn that level was, and it just absolutely refused to break through. But then when it finally did, don't get me wrong, it was fine, but it was not nearly the break down that I thought it would be. Now, I am interested in some calls if this wants to pull back some more. I mean, in all actuality. Yeah, see, and that's more what I was looking for. But even that, I mean, I can't, because I thought it would hit that yellow line at least, and it got close to it before it bounced, but never even did there. So in all actuality, I mean, I was right in the sense of that it did break that level, but I was wrong in the sense of it really getting a downwards move. Because look at that, right back up it goes. Well, maybe I'll try to play some puts again at some sort of, wow, so disappointing. And clearly I had conviction that thing was going to really get moving to the downside, hence me adding more contracts, but it didn't. It broke. So again, I was right. I made money on it. I don't want to come across as, being ungrateful, but I also don't want to come across as I'm such a great trader. Look at me. No, because I got it wrong in the sense of, the strength at which it wanted to happen. Gonna throw out an order down there at 17. See if this thing wants to make a move up. Again, looking at maybe some sort of false breakout here, because this area is clearly very stubborn from a resistance standpoint. Adjusting this down now to 1650. Okay, I will go ahead and pause for now. But wow, 3 trades, pretty eventful ones. But yeah, let's see if this wants to move itself up anymore. But I mean, just totally got, wow. That felt like it was going to be such a, again, when I said, I didn't mean like for it to drop all the way down here, but at least shoot down to that yellow line and hit that, maybe go slightly below it, but didn't even ever hit that. Clearly, I'm kind of still in awe of it based on how much I keep repeating myself and blabbing about it. But so I do apologize for that. But again, that's kind of, I guess, comes with the territory of these live trade videos. But let's go over and check out Netflix, because I'm watching it off screen and it seems like oh no, I'm sorry, that was Twitter I was looking at. Never mind. And Twitter is a bit too much of a slow mover right now. All right, I will pause. And as an FYI, Netflix, played that one very, I don't want to sound too arrogant because you just saw me not play, Tesla the best, but, when it came down there, I pulled it and check that out. Big move back to the upside. So still seems to be a market where not a whole lot of follow through per se in terms of what you would expect to happen. And that was a great setup. Assuming though you took more of a scalping type mentality to it, which is what I did, and proved to be just fine from that angle. So I definitely played that one as I should have. Wow, and the SPY right now is just Just going straight up. Okay, I will pause. Well, remember 908 on Tesla once again coming into play. Makes more sense now given that it's essentially this trend line here and the VWAP. I don't know. Am I crazy for wanting to potentially play a short here? 5 minute suggesting that it might want to come down. I don't know. Let me counterbalance this with smaller. Nope, missed it. All right, well, tried at 21, and I was a bit too slow. Looked for it to maybe bounce upwards and give me a fill on a pullback, but I didn't get that. All right, so on that one, never mind. And no, it wasn't crazy at all. And I guess to my credit, I did try to get in. I was just a bit too slow as it's broken down. But just wanted to give a quick update on that one. I'll go ahead and pause. All right, going to go ahead and get short here, 197. Let's see if this thing wants to make a push back to the downside here on Netflix. Potentially we'll look to add again at 197 if it comes back into play. Especially now that it's bouncing here. Or just going to have to get stopped out. Which I'm going to need to do. Okay, so now I'm down $14 on the day. Up and down, all around. Now, annoying, sure, of course. End of the world, I'm not going to quite say that. It's now if I was up 2,000, whatever I was up dollars, and now I'm down 14. All right, that's an issue right there. But here, not too, like I said, it is what it is. Okay, well, I will go ahead and pause. All right, I'm watching 197.35 here as an anticipation break of this trend line here. So I think that if 197, let's call it, 40-ish breaks, then I like the chances that the trend line breaks. So watching 197.40, and we'll see if it comes into play or not, but I'll go ahead and pause for now. All right, watching 198 here. Although I got to be very careful. I'm going to take that back. Just that's me wanting to force a trade here. So I could totally have seen myself getting in right now. Let's just call it 198. Would have been a little bit higher, but yeah, I guess I'll mentally paper trade this one. Play the what happens if had I gotten in there? Would I have been okay, or was that just a flat out revenge trade? And as of now, looking like I would have been okay, but still would have needed to have come down more to make it. Well, no, now I'd been more than okay. Oh, wow. Well, that stings. But there's that trend line. And it didn't even pause. Well, let's see how it does behave right here. If we can get a little green candle and then have it come back down, I'd be interested at that point. Oh, Clay. Well, that's the problem when you kind of have this sort of morning. You got to start to question yourself. Are you sure that's a good setup, or are you just revenge trading? And clearly on that one, it cost me. But we got to get back over here to Tesla options. Where you can see we got. Oh yeah, okay. Let's see. Let's see if we can get this to come down a bit more. So I'm going to throw an order out there at 1950. So I'm going to need Tesla stock price itself to come down a bit more. So I'll go ahead and pause for now. We're going to try to pick up contracts here at 1050. Well, I guess I was too slow on those ones too. Okay, never mind. I'll go ahead and pause. All right, I'm going to try to pick up some at 19 calls, that is. All right, well, never mind on that. The more I thought about it, the more I thought, I don't know. I feel like this thing wanted to bounce, and it is bouncing right now. But if I'm being, honest, the more I thought about it, the more it felt like maybe more so a 50-50 type setup. And, as traders, we're not here to trade 50-50 setups. If you think something that's just a coin flip, well, that's just simply a gamble. Now, yeah, in hindsight, it seems though I was right to think that it wanted to go back upwards. But again, if I'm being honest at that point, probably more so a coin flip type trade. This is just, see, what's got me so hesitant right now is, look at the overall market's just straight down. So this just feels so overextended right now. And to see Tesla, basing out here makes me think that maybe Tesla's got some more so genuine strength there. Netflix is knocking on that door of 193.75-ish from 888. Okay, I'll pause. All right, watching 98 here on Spotify. Again, the overall markets though. I can't be doing shorts right now. You just can't do shorts when the markets is that overextended to the downside. It could snap back up at any time. So no, I as much as these are good setups, I don't believe them because the markets are so overextended. That's just crazy right now. And you got this little candle here starting to form. So I don't know, is this going to be, or who knows, am I going to be pulling this? This thing's going to be way down lower. I don't know. Welcome to not having hindsight in your favor. And it's getting redder. And well, that makes me feel better. It's getting red, yet Spotify is barely budging. What is that right there? Yeah, Tesla 882, very interesting level. So I'll keep a close eye on that, but I'll pause. All right, I'm going to pick some up here at 18, assuming I can get filled. I tried. I'm not sure how I didn't get filled. I'll have to rewatch the video there. But it felt like I should have been filled on that. But let's see if it wants to come back down and hit me at 18, but I will pause in the meantime. Well, never mind. I'll keep it going as it's maybe coming back down. There we go. I'm on the best bid. There we go. I'm in at 18. Let's see if this thing wants to bounce. Let's see it back above 887 for the first key kind of level to clear up above. See if I can get some at 17. Overall markets are starting to bounce here a little bit, so that should help me out here. Got to get up above 884 if this thing's going to have any sort of genuine chance to bounce. There we go. All right, I will go ahead and pause since this video is already starting to, well, there we go, a bit of a green candle there. Again, 884, got to get above it and stay above it. Okay, there we go. Now 885 certainly, all right, I thought that put up more of a fight, although it's that fast back down below it. See this up above 886. Oh, got a partial. Still have 3 contracts left. Oh, don't do that with, don't leave me with 3 contracts. Let's see if it does want to head back up. $887 going to be that key break. Took off another one at 1825. Have one more left. Yeah, putzing around too much. All right. Back up 300. Talk about a yo-yo day. And there's what I was referring to on the market. That bounce right here helped me out. And it just, like I said, the markets were so overextended. I mean, surely a bounce had to happen. And now, don't get me wrong, nothing ever has to happen, quote unquote. But now that I see this, now I'm interested in some puts. Yeah, let's go to 975. Just need to come up a little bit more to fill me. Nope. Oh, all right, got it. I'll go with that. And out there. So now $500 on the day. And for you longer time viewers, you know what I'm about to say. $500 a day keeps the day job away. But talk about up and down and all around. What's going on with CVNA here? Let's actually bring this over to... And I'll pause for now. We're going up on 30 minutes. Goodness. Well, given it's almost been an hour, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. And if I can make $500 in an hour, I'm not sure many places in the world where you can make $500 in an hour, and I don't say that to brag. I just say it to build context and for myself, because I don't know if you're like me, but if you are anything like me, I look around social media, I look around YouTube, and I see people putting up really, really big numbers, and then I sit here and look at these results and say, geez, Clay, you didn't really do that good, or geez, Clay, you're not really that good of a trader. But wait a second. Do I really want to look at it from that perspective, or do I want to look at it from, let's call it the minimum wage perspective? Clay, are you really going to complain or think that you're not doing well if you make $500 in an hour when there's somebody that's making minimum wage and you're complaining, at whatever minimum wage is? Let's just call it $15 an hour. I mean, I know it's not that, but for the sake of argument, that changes the perspective quite a bit, doesn't it? So that's why I say that out loud to myself, to you, because it helps me. Hopefully it can help you too, because like I said, maybe it's just me that struggles with it, but yeah, I look around and I'm don't get me wrong, I'm happy for those people. I'm not downcasting those people. I'm just saying when you see those huge gains out there, it's very easy to look at your own results and be like, geez, wow, that's not so good. But hey, I got to keep perspective, and $500 in an hour, especially with the roller coaster that today was, I will take it. And the most important thing that I want to point out is what allowed me to make this by keeping that loss small, by not letting that Tesla trade right there spin out of control. Yes, that was annoying to take, but ultimately, it allowed things to turn out just fine, and I'm very happy with it. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. If you enjoy these, if you're still here with me right now, thank you very much. As far as I'm concerned, we are friends. If you're with me for over 30 minutes, then yeah, we'll have to hang out sometime, because I feel like we've just hung out right now. But if you'll enjoy these live trade videos, hit that like button, leave a simple comment below. Those two things go a long way in communicating to me that you enjoy these live trades. And as long as I know people are enjoying, then I will continue to make them. So do those two things for me, and I really appreciate it. So everybody take care. Have a good one. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up, as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.